Phoenix Rockets all lost in the finals. That young core from the Celtics, 0 combined games of finals experience in the roster. Warriors have got 123. That's the largest discrepancy since the 97 Bulls faced the Utah Jazz. Caesars has installed the opening line for the NBA Finals. Warriors are minus 160. That's a series price. Game 1 Thursday in San Francisco. The Warriors open as a small 3-point favorite. Talk to Kendrick Perkins now joins the show. I appreciate the time. I want to ask you about this Boston team in a moment, but I want your perspective on the end game, because this game was fascinating to me. Boston kept building double-digit leads. Miami kept fighting back. Both of those things I could understand. At the end, man, I've seen teams sort of try to just bleed the clock, right? But now you got a furious Miami team fighting back. All of a sudden, Butler's got the ball. It's a 2-point game. What did you think of his decision to pull with Horford backpedaling in front of him?
You know what, Scott? It's hard to be mad at Jimmy Butler for taking that shot, and I call it the kill shot. You know, he was going for the win. That's who Jimmy Butler is. This guy is built for the postseason. So although a lot of people may be upset with that shot selection, I'm not. You know, he had a good look. It was a clean look. It was a good shot, in my opinion, for Jimmy Butler. They battled all the way back. I see no problem with it.
Nor do I. It goes in, no one says a word. It's help, and you got Horford backing up. The bucket, I mean, whatever. But just the fact opportunity for Miami to take the lead at all, given that they led by 13 with. Concern for you that Boston, as they keep saying, we love to make it difficult. Does that concern you?
Well, it does in a way, especially with a young team like Boston going to the finals, Scott, because when you see moments like this, right, you look at the finals, and sometimes a new team that's representing the finals from the Eastern Conference or from the Western Conference, you can get caught up in the moment. And so when I looked at that, I thought the Boston Celtics were caught up in the moment and didn't finish the game. You got to play until that clock goes to 0. And I thought the Celtics didn't do that, which is a great learning experience because still in all, they got the dub. That's the key piece. Went to Miami and got the win on the road.
No argument. Look, the best thing that the Celtics could have at the end of this night is a day with Golden State in the finals, and they've got it. And first, you know a little something about being on a team that's got a little bit of veteran experience and a team that's got some young stars. You were part of that with Boston back in the day. Now you've got Horford making the finals for the first time. You've got Tatum Brown. How do you feel like this Celtics team, even though they're new to the stage, are prepared to perform against an experienced team?
You know what, Scott? They have old
Your wife started asking you about stuff. She used to go to this. Hey, let me say something. Just like turn your head and look at something else.
Look, when you
She was having a long day shopping with mom.
When you look at Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown, to the interior when you go to Al Horford and Robert Williams. If they have perimeter scores and Jason Tatum, I feel like right now one of the greatest individual playoff runs in NBA history. Just think about this for a second. He went through Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the first round. He went through Giannis in the second round. The #1 in an elite head coach in Eric Spoelstra. And now he has an opportunity to take down Steph Curry. If he completes the mission, this will go down as one of the greatest individual performances in NBA history.
No doubt, the path in front of him is incredibly difficult. I just wonder when you played it, you go 7 with Milwaukee, right? Now you got to go 7 on the road with Miami, and now you got a much more rested and much more experienced Golden State team. It's the challenge is steep, but it's clear that this Boston team believes that they're prepared for the moment, and it sounds like you are too. Yes.
I am, and shout out to Ime Udoka.
Sounds like you are too. Yeah.
A young team like this locked in on the defensive side of things. That means that the head coach got their attention. And so when I go back to the point I brought up earlier, Scott, here's the thing about making it to the
Got their
right?
attention.
You
And
have
so when I go back to the point I brought up earlier, Scott, here's the thing about making it to the got their attention. And so when I go back to the point I brought up earlier,
you got to lock right back in to Golden State because they're waiting. Steph Curry is waiting on this opportunity to go out there and win up another championship and Finals MVP.
They're connected. They're connected, Perk. That's the word that gets used a lot in this game, but I think you see it on the floor. And as we see these images, these are grown men playing a kid's game, and yeah, I know they're well compensated for their time, but there's a joy that you see, especially with guys getting there for the first time. For those of us that'll never know what these moments mean to the group, you guys explain the emotion that's in that room right now.
But you can't. You have to embrace it. Look, a lot of people talk about winning a championship, and I always to make it to the finals, to make it to the promised land. Like, you have to embrace that moment. But you know what it shows me, Scott? It shows me togetherness. Just think, in the middle of the season, this team was 23-25 at one point of the season. They had one of the greatest turnarounds in regular season history. And now they're here. That means that they stuck together. They went through multiple times of adversity. And when you see them right now embracing the moment, the way that they play the gender-free basketball, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
It is indeed, Coach Udoka speaking to the team here. It's moments that we'll make sure that we're not, having anything make it on air that's not supposed to. So we'll let them share that moment. We'll let them share that moment together.
You don't want to see that.
Well, I mean, I always say we're on cable and it's late at night, no big deal. But my bosses have a different view of that. So we'll talk to you a little bit later. We'll bring you some of Coach Udoka and the guys from that locker room a little bit later in the show as well. First, thank you for the time.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Seeing a celebration ongoing in Miami. A lot of Celtics fans making South Florida. We're welcoming Stephen A. Smith now to the program. I appreciate you being with us late. I know the alarm goes off early at the first thing in the morning.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, from First Energy Stadium of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run on first down. McLaughlin, and he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, Ayers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They'll try the left side. It's McLaughlin. Room here to run. Shoves him aside. 44 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And this ball incomplete.
Oh, I got the wrong fucking playbook.
Could not hang on. Second down coming up. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's second down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to take another shot here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Baltimore. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The Lance going to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On 2nd and 10. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic.
And he'll get in. Touchdown.
Get alerts on your phone every time a new home hits the market. This is a tool that works for you, even the same day. Want to win? Choose Redfin.
We all have obstacles, challenges at different points in life. I still push myself every single day. However, I push myself, I find myself drawn to wearing Reflex. The first time I put on Air Reflex was like someone who released the pressure. It was so crazy. I recovered and could do more. That has a compounding effect from all aspects of your life. Stepping into Air Reflex, they're truly one of a kind. There's nothing like them.
Celebration continues in Miami. A road win. How many places sweeter to get one? South Beach stays open late. It was anything but a straight line to the finals for Boston this season. End of January, they were 500 team, 25-25, 8th in the East, and nobody thought a whole lot of their chances to be here. But over the final 32 games, they more than picked things up. They go on NBA best 26-6, sparked by a 9-game winning streak, led by the best defense in the NBA.
You can overhear Kyle Lowry tapping Jason Tatum on the chest, saying, "Hey, go win it. Go win that thing." And
Shut your ass up.
representing the West. You can overhear Kyle Lowry tapping Jason Tatum on the chest, saying, "Hey, go win it. Go win that thing." And Jimmy Butler right there. Jeffy had a shot to give Miami the lead late on that.
Road victories and a huge performance in Game 7. They went on the road in Game 6, went home in Game 7, and then finally, after squandering a chance to end it at home, back and forth Eastern Conference Finals, in between the injuries and the blowouts, Boston was able to go on the road and get a victory. Jaylen Brown, what were you thinking when that Jimmy Butler 3 was in the air?
I was hoping to God. My mind was the rebound because I was in the game, so I didn't want to give up an offensive rebound. And when he shot that, I was like, man, what the hell? But he missed. We get the rebound, we move on.
You talked a lot after Game 6 about having confidence in you guys coming down here, play well to win this game. How proud are you of the way you guys were able to stay disciplined, stay focused, not have any lapses? You guys had turnover-wise and pull this thing out.
That's what we do. We did all of that on purpose to make it interesting. So nah, I'm just kidding. But that's us. We responded all year, all season to adversity. Today was the biggest test. love that about Jimmy. That was the right look. And I just thought, as it was leaving his hand, I thought for sure that was going down. Good, clean look. It's definitely better than anything that we could have designed. And it's just a shame that it didn't end that way. But you know, I can't compliment Boston enough. They've gone through the fire, and they earned that right to go to the finals.
Doris Burke joins us now, and Doris, that's such a great point that Spo just made. If you say you call timeout or say you set up in the half court, you're going up against the best defense in the NBA. You've got Jimmy Butler, and granted, it's
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, he had 82 points in the last 2 games. I mean, you gotta.
It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the 10.
Good job,
Bradley.
Bradley.
What's happening on the return is he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On first down, McLaughlin. And an early, how do you do
I like
right
these
there
purple
as they're going
pants.
to
I
bury
like
him
the
in the
purple colorish
backfield.
pants better.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Charles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off play action. Charles.
Got him. Got him.
The Ravens able to get to him.
But what did Javon Holland
And
do?
the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This
He's already open.
That's 1-800-428-3067 now.
not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So that was a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably
why wouldn't they just decline the penalty?
Because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Shit. It'll be a 2 from the 7. Now I go for 2 from the 12. Yeah, I'm gonna take this penalty too.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So now the Ravens electing to actually go for 2 here. throw.
Ah, just a bad throw. Oh, it's rookie to rookie too. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have put them in together.
But I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2.
Whoa! Gotta come off that. 2K. God damn. That second hit, that boy, yeah, that ball might come out in real life. Show me some love, baby.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, the first drive.
Yeah. You might have to TKO. Man, that ball should come out. I feel like he's kind of like touching on it. Shit.
Not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands.
Ooh, good hands. Good hands, Dre.
It's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Charles. He's going to look deep for more.
Into heavy traffic, get up. Let me get up. Let me get up.
Picked off near the 42. And the return across.
And the block in the back. A face mask. Face mask. Personal foul. Holding. Oh my God.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Shit.
And this will be incomplete. Play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off.
Oh my God, he's running free.
On that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he is met.
No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. It's Gardner. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now they'll throw with Lance. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is
God damn it.
a great read, and it's picked off.
But that's my fault, bro. I should have pressed L1 to throw it high. I saw them niggas. I pressed up, but I didn't press L1. If I pressed L1, he would have threw it at the goalpost. Fuck. Just throw it high. He's free. Just throw it up and over them guys. Okay, goal line. So they're gonna run a quarterback sneak. I will run a...
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Off play action. Charles. And this one
Yes,
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Quality run.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And just
Good
no
job.
chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Barker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, Charles. That's complete. It's Elijah
right.
Moore.
Fuck.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Man, get your ass.
6-0 our score after 1. Derrick Henry.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Lance now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Lance now to throw. Flush to his right, and he works his way
I'm
past
tripping.
the
That's my
line of
bad.
scrimmage and then
Where
slides
we
to a
at?
hole.
4th and 4.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal
Yeah.
range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. And
Bad
he won't get
decision.
there.
It
They
was a bad
stop him a
decision.
few yards short.
But that's the
of
second
line
time that
of
I've run
game.
that play and I only
Good
got
starting
2
field
instead
position
of
for them here as they come up
what I
1st and
really
10
needed.
at the 39-yard line.
What? Cameron Minor.
A coaching friend of mine
We
used to tell his running
know
backs
you.
before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Let's get my
He's
dogs
worked
in.
relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ooh.
Breaks through the contact. Evades the tackler.
Oh, and I just missed him.
And all the way in.
Yeah, this nigga's good. Who is this?
Cleveland. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Back to throw. Charles.
No. 4th down. Yeah, good job, 57.
But I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you one, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I like Beckham just to get him the ball.
Throwing now is Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will...
I haven't been decisive with the ball recently. That ball needs to come out right now to fucking Henry Ruggs.
Incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Lance. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
60-yarder? Fuck.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
So he good from like 58. Shit. I don't know what else.
Watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. from the gun. He'll hand this off.
Good job, Luke.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Woo!
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete.
Dang.
Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Caught left side, it's Beckham. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Going right back to Beckham here, complete.
He got 3.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard.
He looks like he's solo over there. He looks solo. He looks solo. Let's block it up and see. Yeah, he is solo, and that's a wrap. Oh, shit. What the fuck? I should have switched. Oh, shit.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Powering his way forward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Charles.
Yep. Oh, somebody.
Effort, but it's knocked away and complete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Oh my God.
This one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A final shot before half for Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Smith, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Try and run with her fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right.
God damn it.
It'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it'll be incomplete.
It's worth it.
Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Lance again. Steps away to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down now. It's Gardner. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone.
Triangle. No. Maybe circle 8. Don't overthink it though. Fuck. Drake, get your ass in the end zone, dog.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the line. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
See this is.
Throwing to start the drive. Charles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Ayers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Charles. Over the middle.
Bro.
That's Barker. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. From the gun, Charles.
No!
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
No.
I'm not sure he got there.
Nowhere.
Did they stop
Good
him?
job, y'all.
They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On 1st down, Gardner. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
No. Definitely not.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gardner. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I really want square, but I know circle's gonna pop open.
On play action, Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now it's Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lance. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Damn, I need a replay of that shit, because Drake from State Farm, you crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Gardner. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 2nd down and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lance. Flush to his right. Touchdown!
Yay, kid. Yay. Baby Reek.
His 2nd touchdown on the
Baby
season.
Cheetah.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
From the 10.
Riley Freeman.
At the 25-yard line. So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. 1:44 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here. As they
Woo! Smacked his bitch ass though. Jesus Christ.
Of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throw left side complete.
Yeah, Marty
That's
McFly.
Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He finds his man complete. It's Barker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Boy.
Complete on the deep ball. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Bro,
so
that nigga
mouthed me just then. My button timing was off. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.